Chicago Bears fans should be really excited about year one of Ben Johnson because he knows exactly how to stress the defense while getting his quarterback playing fast. Here are two examples with Caleb Williams in the preseason. On this play, the defense looks like they're dropping into a three deep or underneath zone coverage. From the offense, it looks like they have a shot play to the bottom of the screen in case they get an advantageous look, but they're really trying to create a bunch of conflict for this linebacker. They're going to have a route right underneath that linebacker while also having something going over the top in case that zone gets vacated. I want to see, where do Caleb's eyes go right after the snap? You can see quickly his eyes are going to snap right to that linebacker. He is trusting what's going on with this concept. If the linebacker is going to go ahead and take that route underneath him, we know that we have the tight end going over the top. If the linebacker continues to gain ground, then we should feel comfortable with this receiver underneath. As you can see the play go on, you can start to feel what happens with that linebacker. Our linebacker's cleats are now in the ground. We're going to start working forward, and you could say, hey, this guy looks kind of open. But Caleb is going to trust the design of the offense to actually go ahead and get a chunk gain. Start to see, when do you make that decision. You can see him path the ball a little bit. He's turning down that throw because he knows that we're going to get this route opening up. As you continue to go, his second pat starts right around here. We're going to layer this ball over the linebackers into this open zone. We've confirmed what has happened here where we have linebackers closing on this underneath route. And now we're going to be able to get chunk gain on a second and long type situation, get the ball into our pass catcher's hands, and we've beaten zone coverage with our design, our eyes, and trusting what is going on in front of us. Now, Ben Johnson has a ton of ways to beat zone coverage, but also understands how to beat man coverage. This play, we have defenders up on our receivers. We have a deep middle of the field safety, and maybe you have these two linebackers in a kind of a 2-on-1 with this running back, where say this running back releases to the top of the screen, this linebacker can go get him, and then this linebacker can help sort of underneath. From an offensive perspective, we're going to have a deeper out route, outside release vertical, but really, I want you to look at what's going on between these two receivers. So we're going to create a pick and roll type situation for them. The outside receiver is going to inside release on an in breaking route. Inside receiver is going to switch with that outside receiver, release towards the outside, and end up on an in breaking route. Now, what I like after the snap is this inside receiver is threatening enough outside that is going to encourage this defensive back to continue to get further downhill. Now, there's a chance that this receiver is running kind of a choice route where you're going to either break inside or outside or even settle up just based on what is the leverage of this defender. If that's the situation, I'm not in the huddle, so I can't confirm it. If this defender ends up on the outside of you, you want to break inside. If this defender ends up on the inside of you, go ahead, break outside in the situation. Let's look at what the release does to that defensive back. You're threading to the flat just enough. This defensive back is trying to recover. Now we are in a tough situation where this receiver maybe has a two-way go. Maybe it's 100% confirmed in breaker, but you've totally set him up based on that release, based on this formation, to go ahead and break inside. Now, I do want to again check, where do Caleb's eyes go after the snap? You can actually start to see him quickly peek to the top of the screen, maybe seeing, hey, do I love the release of his vertical? Is it a chance that there's going to be a cornerback blitz? I just want to confirm everything that's going on here. But the effect of this also has this linebacker starting to work in that direction. Because if this linebacker who's going to be dropping underneath gets in the window of this throw, that could be a problem. Now, right after Caleb confirms whatever he needs to at the start of the snap, the eyes are snapping right back here. I was like looking, when is his decision made? Let's start to see. I think he's starting to pat the ball already. This receiver has not even started to break. Again, it could be a confirmed, we're definitely breaking inside. It could be that you're setting him up and you have a two-way go. Either way, Caleb is totally comfortable in that situation. He's trusting what's going on with the offense. You give your receiver a good chance to go ahead and get yards after the catch. I know it's preseason. Try not to get too excited, but I'm really looking forward to what Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams are going to do together in year one.